Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, otherwise known as the FANG. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership, or subscribe on YouTube. Alright, daily chart, Facebook. 13 million on the day. We did have a half day on Monday, but a little bit of a sell-off. 255 down, or 1.69%. This was a weak close, guys. We are at the 50% retrace from this high to this low with the Fibonacci. We do have the 618 coming right around 145, and then the 750 right around 143.31. We have these low pivots here as well, so let's see how this thing handles the 144.69 area. If it bounces and moves up, the bulls, you got to recapture these MAs, the 20 and the 50. If it does do that, then we'll possibly get higher prices. You do have a gap fill right around 153.66, so watch out for that. If it doesn't turn around and go up, then we'll be looking for some sideways action for the next wave down, or some follow through back to the lows down in here. I still think we're coming down to the this little gap fill right around 138.87 or the 134, 135 area, wherever the 200 MA is. When the 200 MA isn't hit for months, guys, this is usually a target to where the stock wants to go or revisit. So watch for that. But right now, guys, just chopping around, a little bit of sideways action, slightly bullish, but now back below the MA, so it's a little bit slightly bearish. So it's kind of a 50-50 shot right now. If you look at the weekly, though, guys, weekly chart looks a little bit better for the bulls. We still above all the MAs, still chopping around in a bullish pattern. But weekly close is Friday, so if we close below 145.84 or the 20 MA on the weekly, this is going to be a little bit weaker, guys. So watch the weekly close. Still okay. If you're long, just tighten the stops. You don't want to get stuck in a windstorm here. Let's go to the monthly chart real quick. Monthly chart, though, still extended. 127 is the 20 MA. That could possibly be the target if this starts to slide. We did have two little doji candles, a little bit of red going into July, but we only had I think one trading day, so you can't really count that. Let's just keep an eye on the bigger time frame, see what happens on the Friday close, and then we'll take Facebook from there. Remember, guys, these are high flyers as well, so on the monthly charts. Okay, so Amazon, let's go to that. Let's go to the daily first. Daily chart of Amazon. Guys, this thing's sliding real nice. Look at this. Comes in, retraces just like Facebook, gets to the all-time high, comes right back in. Another nice little retrace, probably about a 618, 50% retrace. Boom, right back down. We are back below the 50 and the 20, just like Facebook, and we're holding on to the 750 in this little pivot here, right around the 950 area. If this area breaks, we're going to go to 927 real fast, guys. And right now, the Qs, everything's looking a little bit weak, so we're going to see what happens with that. We also have a gap fill here, right around the 124. We'll just call it 125. Just like Facebook, though, 200 MA. Check it out, guys. Hasn't been hit in a long, long time. That is sometimes the target that these stocks want to go to. So just beware of that. And also, you have a couple gaps. You have the low pivot here. But if it hits this one, this will be a quick bounce, or this might be a buy to dip opportunity if it gets to 850, guys. Still a long ways away, but doesn't mean this little pattern here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. Do we catch the bottom here and then bounce? So buy the dippers will come in again eventually on this one, unless this starts to flush. So be careful with the these high flyers, guys, as they are slowly starting to come in. And let's second half of the year, I was told by a couple traders that I trade with, it's going to be real bumpy. Weekly chart. Still above all the MAs, just like Facebook. Strong stance, going sideways up here, so nothing wrong with these guys. So just keep an eye on the bigger time frame. Let's see if we close around the 125 area this week on Friday. We're closed today for 4th of July, and we'll see what Wednesday, Thursday, Friday brings us on these charts. So far we're still above it. Strong stance, but look at the monthly, guys, on these. Monthly chart, just like Facebook, stretch. Look where it is. It's at 777 or 778. This could be the target where this thing goes. 800. I've seen these play out numbers of times, and that's just the way it is. We'll go into some charts at the end if you want to stick around to watch that. So right now, a little bit extended. I'm thinking Amazon. All these are going to be coming in a little bit more, guys. Let's go into Netflix and Nflx. You got to remember, earnings coming up, so that's going to be a big change for a lot of these. Either they're going to fly down or fly up, and if they do go up, it'll be another opportunity to short these things again. So Netflix, guys, let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart, just, man, weak. We did close below this pivot. Let's see if we continue going. We do have a gap fill down in here, right around 143.85, and then we have double bottom, 138.73, and then of course the 200 MA. We talked about this. Let's take that Fibonacci out. I'm going to open this up. They're all the same, guys. From February on, they haven't touched. This is your target right here. You got this low pivot. Then you have this gap fill. If it comes down in here around 132.85, I might pick up a small long position, and I will cover my short position on Netflix. But we'll have to see. It might be a short-lived, maybe an option play where, boom, you get in, 2 days it goes up, and then boom. Well, actually, if you're going long, it'll probably go up for 10 days straight, right back to the all-time highs. So be ready for this, guys, if we come into this. If you're trying to buy the dip, see if you can wait patiently for the 135 area, in my opinion. Let's just look at... I'm going to look at a short-term fib from this level to that. I think we're a 750 probably, yeah. So we could bounce here. I'm still thinking we go a little bit lower, fill some gaps, then possibly here and then bounce. But let me see. I mean, these were some ugly sells in here, guys, coming in. I mean, we had a nice sell there. Pause day, sell, pause, sell. So let's see what happens on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with these, and then we'll redetermine where these things can possibly go. Weekly chart, this one is below the 20 MA, so it's slightly weaker than Facebook and Amazon. So we're back to the 750 retrace. Like I said, this is great support down in here, though, guys. If we get to the 140 area, 138.66, this thing could bounce. I'm still going to wait for a little bit lower. I like the 130 area, 134 area, but we'll see how this thing reacts on the Friday close on the weekly chart. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly, same thing, high flyer, 119 is where the 20 MA is. That's usually the target. So this will curl up slowly like it's been in the last couple months or so. But as this curls up, this thing's coming down. Again, monthly charts take a little time to play out. They don't play out in a day or a week. They play out in a month. Sometimes they come straight down, but you got to watch for that. I'm still thinking we come back down to at least 120, maybe lower, depending on the overall market. So be careful, again, with these high flyers, guys. Googl L. So Googl L, same thing. Let's go to the daily. You know, nice move up. I mean, this thing comes up, consolidates, pops up, consolidates, drops. We've been talking about this one going sideways. Nice retrace up into the probably 750 area, and boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days down, guys, right into gap window. I still think we're filling the gap down here at the 891 area or the 900. You have the 618 and you have the 750, and remember, the 200 MA, probably the same thing since February. You got it since February, hasn't touched it. That will usually be the target. You have a gap fill right down there too. This will be an area where I might get interested in buying. I think it will go a little bit lower, possibly the 820, 824 area. So let's keep an eye on Google. Let's see how this thing goes. But nice, you know, up move, down, nice retrace, get more people on board, and then slap them in the face. Weekly chart. Weekly chart, we're still above the MAs. This is the big area, 909. So let's see how we react to that. If that thing just slices through there and goes down to 895, 871, then we will definitely be going to the 850 area. I love this area for a bounce, 820, but I need to see how this thing comes in. A lot of times, though, guys, not to scare anybody, you got the 200 MA also on the weekly that hasn't been touched in over a year. This could be the target. And we're in a 10-year rally, guys, from the 2007 high. So you got to watch for that too. But right now, you know, still okay, still in a strong stance. But this red bar and this little follow through, if we follow through on another week, we will be going down lower, period. Unless the volume dries up and we get the float like normal. You know, if we start getting 30 million on the SPY, 40 million, then maybe it could possibly go up. But check this out, 810 is the 20 MA. I still think we're coming down to this area. 850, 825, 800, you know, when it's all said and done, possibly lower. We are due for a nice correction, so just be careful with these equities. So, but I want to go into, you know, with the high flyers, I want to talk to you about a couple other ones. This is one we played, and these are all off the monthly chart. So when this thing was getting extended from the 20 MA, this thing was at 229, 20 MA was at 194. I mean, that's still a $35 move, and look at this thing come in. Look at what was a couple other ones? So this was another one. Foot Locker, guys. Look at it. This, you couldn't ask for it. Comes in, goes down. What's Facebook and all these doing? Retraces back up. I know it's retail, but look at the drop on this one, guys. We were short this one too. SPG, FL, iRobot. That one's coming in again. iRobot. Everyone was laughing with that. Look how extended that is, and look, it's slowly coming. 83 bucks, guys. This was a $105 stock. $20 it got roasted, and this one will be coming in even further. What else? Nvidia, guys. Nvidia starting to roll over a little bit. Just a little nice topping tail. Look, extended from the 20 MA. These charts will come in. That's just the way it is. Let's look at Skyworks. This is one we always look at. Right now, well, yeah, we can. It was going up. We were shorting right here around 112, whatever. Almost at double top. Look at that pullback. Extended. Look what's going on right now again. Double top. Same thing, guys. Coming in real nice. Look at that. 95. This one will be an $85. 85 then 80 bucks. Watch out for the high flying monthly charts. We are short the majority of these stocks. This one, LLL was one. That was extended. What's another one? What was going? STZ. That had earnings, so that was a great opportunity to pop in a short, add some short here. We've been short in this one, getting a little bit underwater, but we just added more to get our price up, and I think this one will be fine. But yeah, just watch out for these high flyers, guys. They will be coming in. I've been playing these for years. It just takes months to play out. Options are tough. More share size with this thing. If you do an option, you got to go 6 months out, if not further, and then slowly these things will come in. It's pretty amazing how these charts work when we're playing a lot of these high flyers, guys. They all tend to come in. Just have to be careful with them. And one more. This is one I've been telling people too. Just watch out. Look at this one. AAIO. And everyone, oh, this thing's going up, blah, blah, blah. This thing's going to be at least a $50 stock, 40, and then possibly 35. If the markets pull back, this will be back down to a $35 stock. So just be careful with these. We've been playing these for years. I love the high flyer monthly charts. They're just easy trades. You just set them, knowing you got to add a little bit more because we are in La La Land up here. And we check them out from there. All right, guys, again, if you like these videos, go to StockBookie.com, sign up, or subscribe at YouTube. Again, thanks for stopping by, watching my videos. I love to make them for you guys, trying to figure out where these markets are going. And it's one day at a time right now. Let's see what Wednesday, Thursday, Friday gives us, and then we'll reevaluate these stocks on the weekly close and go from there. All right, guys, thanks again for watching my videos. God bless. See you on the charts.